Many men, many men have been telling me recently that they are scared of women. I'm talking about all kinds of men. This includes martial artists, like absolute killers. Now, how is it that women are scaring all sorts of men, including these men? Well, I've been hearing all sorts of anecdotes about, I went out with my friends and this girlfriend that I had, we were speaking a bit like more distantly than we had been. I was out with my friends and then I saw her sat on somebody else's lap and, tonguing him down. I heard this kind of story in different variations, in different scenarios, with different details, and not only with cheating, but with being weird and mischievous. And the thing about all of this is that people are not differentiate between a woman and a witch. And I don't mean to say witch as like a funny, substitution of I mean to say witch. For real. And in the meaning of witch that I'm going for right now, I entail that these women that are witches are taking control, manipulating the weaker hearts of men that are not so much experienced with this kind of realm of feminine, right? And if I had to describe it, the biggest thing that separates a witch between a woman would be the purity that they have. And I don't mean whether they are virgin or not. I mean purity of intention. Whether they are as straightforward as they can be, and and they may not understand their own feelings well, and they may be a mess and not modeled up, and that's fine. So they can't always be as honest as they wish they could be, but rather that they don't plot or try to manipulate or anything like that. That'd be the biggest differentiator. And just to keep it real in this regard, woman and a witch, there's also a male variant, which is just a man and kind of a loser. A loser would let himself get, waved away, is that even how you would say it, by the waves, by the ocean. Whereas a man would navigate the seas with clear intention of where he wants to get to. So I wanted to make this video to say that we shouldn't fear women, because women are beautiful. Women are our motivators. A gentle smile from a woman will give us life for another week, month, day, however long, but it fills us with passion. It fills us with the desire to strive for more. A woman, a real woman, makes us want to become better. How many of us men fight and battle just for the sake of ending up with a woman, a wife, that we can love, that we can grow with, that we can have children with, that we can call our own, and so will she. A woman makes us want to become stronger, to defend them, to defend those that are like weaker in one sense or another than us. Defend them from the tyrants, from the oppressors, which may, and most of the time are, other men. It makes us want to become better for the sake of them. We can defend ourselves in most cases, but we wish to be able to defend these beautiful, fragile things. It's like flowers in a field. They are beautiful, but it's very easy to trample over them. So we want to become good at the things that we do so that we may watch over them and not have any invaders or anybody crush these flowers of ours. And sure, women in the life of a man will cause a lot of distress, a lot of hurt, and a lot of this and that. But these great feelings, this great in the sense of powerful feelings that we get in our heart, are things that we desire, are things that make us feel alive. So we may complain about them, but we know that deep down we like them. It's like how we say, oh man, I wish, girls were like guys. It would be so much better to get with them. But it's specifically the things that makes a woman that attracts us to her. Delicacy, softness, intensity in their feelings. They are abundant, infinite of emotions. They are the model, we are the painters. They are our muse, the symphony of our song, our queens. And they make of us kings. Now, to all of these people that think, women are scary, which, there are days where I too think the same if I really deep it. What can we do to approach women? To approach women properly and not witches? Well, we ought to approach them in a masculine way, in a way that's actually admirable. This would be to come forth with no, if we complain about their hidden intentions and that's what scares us, we must not bear them ourselves. Come in straightforward. Excuse me. I saw you from across the corridor, whatever, supermarket, whatever you are at. And I was thrown away by your beauty. I was captivated the moment I locked eyes with you. No, I'm kidding. You don't need to be that intense. But you say it straightforward. You clear your intentions that you like this person. You like how they look because that's the first thing that we perceive. The sight. And then you say, I'd like to get to know you better. If that's alright with you. If you are unwed. Probably too intense for today's age, but You know, if you're single. None of this crap from today of the whole, oh, shorty, you look good today, I ain't gonna lie, bro, type shit. Like, shut the f up, bro. Approach her with a determined gaze. Know what you want. Say what you want. Make it very clear from the get-go. And don't pretend for a moment that you're there to play games. That is, oh, she's gotta like me before I like her. Like all of this dynamic and you don't have to. Approach things tenderly but with confidence, because you're not going to approach 10 million women. You're going to approach the woman that you like. But of course, you know, in some sense, if you are in a bad situation, you may not deserve to the public eye or public jurisdiction a person that's really above your league. Well, in the first place, in what concerns me, if you're in a bad league, you should not look for a woman anyway. You should raise your own stats. If there are things that you can't run away from, perhaps you have bad genetics, a bad height, this and that, cultivate your character and all the things that you can to the utmost. And then don't have any excuses of, she's out of my league, whatever, and seek a woman that you like. And remember that women are beautiful, and what makes them beautiful isn't the meat that they have on their hips or on their chest. It isn't this and that. It's how they make you feel when you lock eyes. It's how a touch of a hand just flips your whole heart upside down. It's how their smile, oh my god, bro. Anyway, I'm about to get romantic in here, so I'm gonna like move on. I want to end the video with a specific call to action. I don't want anybody that watches me to keep on paying attention to these witches, to those that are like dressed in a very provocative manner, that play provocative games that don't have intentions clear from the get-go, and that lead us on and lead us astray indeed. Instead, focus, value, and foster women that are trying to be good. Give these women all of the attention that you would give to these witches. Yes, it's more easy to conquer a witch, and it's not really conquering because you're not going to end up together most of the time. You either conquer each other for a little fun time and then you leave each other. So you kind of like, you gave a lot to each other just to lose it, because when you parted ways from one another, you didn't keep what the other person had. And at the same time, you reinforce this type of person, for if it works, meaning if it got you, then it will work again, and it will tell people, hey, this is what works, this is what got me a man, or whatever. But instead, we should focus on that girl that is trying to be good. Encourage other girls in this manner to be good. And of course, before you think about any of that, be good in yourself. If you aren't ready to date, to marry, then don't start. There is more to life than this, and if you actually want a fulfilling relationship, you must be to some degree fulfilled in yourself. And you will not do this if you are not in a place where you are happy with yourself. So build that up first. I've got plenty of videos on that, and that's more of my main theme. And don't pay attention to the girls that you can get with if you're not going to pursue something with them. Strive to be 1% better every day, and much love. Quick reminder to fix your posture and take deep breaths into your diaphragm from your nose.